Add on a couple of stocks from the broader markets. Interglobe Aviation continues to fly higher. It was doing well this morning and now has moved to the high point of trade. Gain of almost 2%. The other one giving it company is PVR. Hopes that maybe 2023 will see a slew of releases. And Avatar 2 actually was very well received as well. Has crossed, the collections of Top Gun 2. So we'll keep an eye out on all these counters. But let's talk about Fino Payments Bank. We do have Ashish Ahuja, the COO of the company, joining in to discuss the outlook for the business going ahead. Thanks a lot, Ashish, for joining in. I was reading an old report which was pegging the growth drivers for you in your company. And among them, the first one was your product mix shifting, in favor of higher margin products, CASA and CMS, which are about 17 to 20% of your, overall mix currently. You had a target of it going to 34%. Can you tell us by when? And once that happens, what could the margins on your business be?
So firstly, thank you very much for having Fino Payments Bank on your show. And you're right, these are two high margin products, and these are the ones that we've been really pushing hard, in the past 1 year. And we see that the growth that we're getting on these two products is really encouraging. We see that the number that you're quoting broadly in the range of about 20% is where we are today. And I think another about 12 to 18 months is where we believe that they would be at about a contribution to us around the 30% level.
Oh, all right. So that'll be encouraging then, Mr. Ahuja. What does it mean in terms of profitability? If you could give us a sense out there. And also your own banking revenue, I think it grew from around 62 to around 64% odd. Where is this number headed?
So let me put it this way. You see, the CASA growth is primarily getting driven by the number of accounts that we're adding new customers, as also the subscription income that is coming in basis old customers resubscribing to their accounts, because ours is a subscription-based product where we charge a one-time income for the year to the customer and give a very high value of transaction throughput. We have a very encouraging close to 60% subscription ratio coming back towards year on year, which adds to annuity income. And we're adding in the range of about 2.5 to 2.7 lakh customers on a monthly basis to the new to the NTB customers, which is new to bank customers.
Right. Could you give us a sense of what does your overall merchant population currently stand at? And you are adding them at what, 2.5, 2.7 lakh per month. So what is your plan, in terms of growth for your merchants?
So let's put it this way. From a merchant perspective, we are at about close to 1.1 million merchant base. And in the next about, I would say, 18 months, we plan to double this number at the run rates at which we are going. And the main focus is on ensuring the productivity of the merchants and, adding new merchants naturally. So that's the run rate which we're going, and we're very bullish about this aspect.
Okay, all right. Your digital throughput, I think, is around 17%, right?
That's right. And Fino 2.0 is all about the digital this thing. We've seen a huge jump in the UPI numbers, practically 100% jump already compared to last year's throughput on the UPI side. So UPI last year was about 18,500 crores of throughput. We're already touching close to 20,000 crores in H1. So that's the rate at which UPI is going. Plus, we're building a very concentrated focus on digital products for our customer base.
So where is this number headed, sir, the digital throughput number?
This would be part of the overall throughput of the company.
Okay, and what about your take rates? Another way to, earn more money is to get a higher take rate. Are you looking at increasing your take rate? What is your average blended take rate right now? And what does it go going forward?
So let's put it this way. So the it varies from across product lines, and that will depend on, like on the CASA side, it would range between 55 to 60%. CMS take rate would be broadly in the range of 0.23 to 0.24%. So it depends from product to product. And at a company-wide level, the margin is broadly in the range of about 31 to 32% is at a company-wide level.
Okay.
So naturally, the idea is to push high-margin products and to keep looking and reconfiguring our price for our products, considering the market environment and competition in hand.
What's the CASA accounts addition you're targeting? I think you said you're talking about 2.5 lakh per month. For the year, I'm guessing you'll wind up with around 2.5 million odd. There's around 25 lakh. For this year and for next year, what should the targets be?
So next year targets are yet to be firmed up, but I guess the growth rates would be in the range of, I think we should be looking at about an average about 3 to 3.5 lakh accounts per month is what you should be looking at. And considering the fact that we've a huge digital foray, we just launched our digital platform on which fintechs can come in, book in, and open accounts on the fly for their customers. So those are the kind of steps we are taking to push CASA, as a product of the company.
How's business for you in the rural areas? I mean, the rural penetration, the earlier conversation we had, you said that it's at 94%. And we are getting inputs from a lot of the consumer companies, etc. They are talking about some stress in rural areas. What are you seeing there?
So I don't see a stress in the rural area. In fact, I would say rural is the biggest contributor to Fino's P&L in that respect. 80-85% of our account opening or other product throughputs come from rural India. Considering that, I would say rural India is really on the up move, because when I look at the digital transactions, when I look at the data that we see within the company, it is 80% of my customers are reachable on WhatsApp. Practically 100% of our merchants are reachable on WhatsApp and other forms of social media, which basically means the utilization of smartphones by them. And hence, we are really, really rural focused. And, I think Bharat India will really is moving towards, one, a digital side, and secondly is going to be the main focus for Fino.
Right. So then give us a couple of numbers then. Last quarter, your revenue was close to around 24.2 crores. Net revenue was close to around 9.9 crores. Give us a sense of where this number is headed with growth in the throughput that you're targeting, and where are your margins headed?
So I think margins are stable. In terms of the growth in numbers, I won't comment at this point. The results for Q3 are going to be out soon, and that's when we'll declare the same things.
And what about Capri Global? They've been, increasing their holdings in the company. Is there any plan for them to increase it further? Is there any corporate plan between the two of y'all?
I don't think there is any corporate plan as such, but I think I'll leave that to the CFO to answer at a later stage.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ahuja, for joining in and giving us all those details. Wish you good luck for the future.
Thank you very much. Pleasure being here.
With that, we will slip into a short break, come back. We'll talk about all the other things in the market on the other side.